I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you some interesting questions on quadratic models. The question here is, determine the equation of parabola passing through the points minus 4, 10, minus 3, 0, minus 2, minus 6, minus 1, minus 8, 0, minus 6, 1, 0, and 2, 10 in factored and standard form, right? So from the given data, we have to write an equation in factored form and then expand and simplify, rearrange the terms to write the same equation in standard form. That's the question for you. You can always pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Now when we analyze this data, minus 4, 10, minus 3, 0. So minus 3, 0 really represents a 0, right? So at minus 3, on this parabola, we have x-intercept. Now the other 0 is at 1, 0, right? So these two are very critical points for us, and they can give us the equation in factored form. Since it is already given that parabola passing through, right? So let's underline this word. Parabola means that graph is kind of a curve which could be represented by a quadratic equation, right? So let's write down a general quadratic equation in factored form, which is y equals to a times x minus x1 times x minus x2, where x1 and x2 are zeros. Now from the given data, we know 1, 0 is at minus 3, so I could write this as a times. If I write minus 3 here, it becomes x plus 3, right? So that gives you 0 at minus 3. The other one is at 1, so it is x minus 1. Do you see that? So we get equation where this is a general equation in factored form representing this data, especially the two zeros. Is that okay? Now, to find the value of a, we could use y-intercept. So this is y-intercept which I'm going to use. Y-intercept means the point where the graph crosses y-axis. So x is 0, y is minus 6. So we are using the point 0, minus 6. Y is minus 6. Let me write minus 6 here. A times 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 1, correct? That means minus 6 equals to a times 3 times minus 1, or minus 6 divided by minus 3 is a, which is 2. So we are given that the value of a for this particular equation is 2, and therefore we can write the equation as y equals to 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. I hope that part is clear, right? So what we did here was that we substituted the value of a into this equation. Is it okay? Which is 2. So we have done half of the question, that is writing the equation of this parabola in factored form. Now let us see how to write it in standard form, right? So we'll extend this. So what we have here is y equals to 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. To write it in standard form, let's expand. So we get y equals to 2 times x is x squared, then this is minus x, times with 3, that is plus 3x minus 3. So what we did here is multiplied terms with x first, right? And then with 3. And now we'll combine the like terms, basically these two terms. So we could write this as 2 times x squared minus x plus 3x is plus 2x minus 3. And now we can expand it, which is 2x squared plus 4x minus 6, right? So the answer for us is that in standard form, the equation is y equals to 2x squared plus 4x minus 6, right? And here we already have our equation in factored form, correct? So that is how you would actually model the given data, where the data represents a parabola in the form of quadratic equation. We have written the same equation in two different forms. I hope that helps. I'm Anil Kumar. Thanks for watching, and if you like, you can put some likes and share it with your friends. Thank you, and all the best.